make all the difference.
Freedom's an idea that will never die.
Okay. True cap. This helmet looks kind of weird. I kind of like the Endgame skins, pretty cool. Or the Infinity War. But they give him stupid Wakanda gauntlets or whatever.
If we don't stand up for what's right, who will?
We'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Brave New World. How the CG looks so bad on his wings, dude.
Real soldiers do the
He
right
fucking
thing,
turns purple
not the
when he
easy
uses it. It
thing.
looks so stupid.
Alright, let's talk about this fucking movie, dude. Brave New World. Captain America, supposedly.
Yeah, he's got some.
So yeah, going back to my one-word notes, two-word notes, or whatever. Oh yeah, first thing I pointed out, he gets his suit cut
Run the tactics again. Everything has to be
by
watertight.
like just a dude with a knife. Like, how the fuck can? Because the whole suit is Wakandan, right? Not just the, or even if it's not the wings. Like, I mean, even if it's not the suit, like, dude, everyone has like knife-proof armor and shit, and he just like cuts through the fucking thing. Fucking ruined his suit. And he also hardly wears the suit. He wears it like at the beginning
Red
and then
animation's
like
pretty funny.
way towards the end. Or there's one
Yeah,
part
he
like
has
kind of
that
like
too.
35% into the movie, 40% where somehow Captain America has his own lair, like the Air Force gave him a fucking little like base with a couple computers and shit. But like he has like his desk, and then like behind his desk is like a big glass like star behind him. Like what the fuck, dude? And he like presses a button and then like the fucking closet opens, secret closet like Batman. He's got his fucking costume in there. But yeah, like I was saying, the movie starts out with him like just saving some random like Mexicans or whatever. He's trying to speak Spanish. But he like gets his ass kicked by like regular dudes the whole movie. And I was looking for like all the like shit. Cause like I know people were saying like, you know, it's obvious
You think I'm too old for
like
this?
the different tones in the movie because they like shot it at least twice.
Where was my team?
And so I
dude?
wanted to
It's
see
me
like all the
against everybody.
bullshit that they kind of left
Those are
in
the
there.
shit.
And in that part, the dude he fights, the big white guy, he kind of looks like a Proud Boy or whatever. Oh, and also before that, they show Thunderbolt Ross doing like a campaign commercial or political commercial or some shit. I swear he had like a orange. Pretty scary.
I am ready to put on a show.
But yeah, Harrison Ford, he's probably actually like the best part of the movie. I don't necessarily think he saves it. The movie, it's not like, I think a lot of people were kind of dead on. It's like, it's not the most awful thing you've ever seen, but like,
You got a believer in me, Aurora.
it's so flat and uninspired, especially compared to like what's come before it. And like, as much as you might like Falcon as a character, and like even I did, like, you try your best, like, yeah man, let's give him a shot. And he's just not
Stop that vehicle in its tracks.
a good
What does the super do? Forgot.
like Captain America basically. He's not a good like leader, hero, or whatever.
Better stop that vehicle.
And like a lot of that has to do with like the writing, the bullshit gear he has, and like especially the ending, the way he resolves it. To me, the ending really like the way he deals with Red Bull. Cause like positive thing I'll say about it is like, yeah, you can see the changes that they're trying to make with the reshoots, and like to be fair, I think the changes were like for the better. Like wasn't Giancarlo Esposito, he was like not in the original cut, right? And they cut out Seth Rollins. Seth Franklin. I'm pretty sure he was cut, right? I don't remember seeing that shit. Who knows, I could have missed it. It was agonizing trying to watch this movie because it was like buffering like every 5 to 10 seconds. I would maybe get like 15 seconds of uninterrupted play. And it would just fucking buffer for like another 5 seconds. It was brutal. Oh yeah, and before I forget, like speaking of the Air Force part, like where's Rhodes, dude? Like I know in the last review I said how much I don't like Don Cheadle as Rhodes, and I stand by that. But like I said, this movie's so flat that like honestly Don Cheadle would have really like kind of elevated the movie. Maybe it has something to do with fucking that Secret Wars bullshit. Wasn't he like not really Rhodes the whole time, or like I don't know how far back they went, but honestly, like if they said that like it started from Iron Man 2 and that was their explanation for him looking different, I would kind of go along with that. Because when even I said in the review, I like the part where like when he first comes into the hearing or whatever, first starts, and Tony looks at Don Cheadle Rhodes and he's like, there's something different about you. And he like keeps bringing it up and Don Cheadle's like, drop it. I thought that was kind of a funny meta joke in that movie.
I am ready to put on a show.
But like, yeah, dude, they're in the Air Force. Why wouldn't he be in this movie? And also, so it's like, it's Falcon and the new Falcon, Mexican Falcon. I know a lot of people were making fun of his outfit, and yeah, it does look kind of silly. But like the more I looked at it, I was like, it kind of reminds me of, well, I knew it as Battle of the Planets in America, but Gotcha Force. It made me think of that, so in a way, it didn't look too bad to me. And the other Isaiah Bradley, the OG Black Cat. And there's a scene with them like all training together, and then later on like they get invited to the White House and they're all like in a limo together, and they actually like I felt like had some kind of chemistry as a trio. I think if the movie had been more like if Isaiah was in it more, wasn't he supposed to like? I think they shot it where like he actually was on the mission with them in the beginning. And he like I don't know if he suited up or anything, but yeah, I felt like there was something there with the three of them, you know, but immediately he's just like a Manchurian Candidate ripoff thing. So he tries to kill Harrison Ford. So yeah, Thunderbolt Ross. I like that they show like old footage, like a flashback to like an old press conference when he's still a general, and they give him the big mustache. I thought that was cool. A nice little bone to fan.
Doesn't matter how many times you die because you're so fast, you get back out there really quick.
Yeah, like I said, he's the best part. So he has this weird, like, DEI insert, like, Secret Service chick that is with him, and she's like,
Good job, soldier. Sergeant
you know,
Castle.
I always say this, it's like, I'm not, like,
Great Castle.
whenever people criticize other people's looks, they're like, well, you're not anything special. It's like, yeah, but I'm not in a fucking movie, dude. You know, like, growing up, Hollywood was like for the beautiful people, or like people that were like really interesting looking, or like could act, you know. And this girl is none of those things. She can't act. She's fucking awful, dude. Her delivery is so awkward, and she has like a shit ton of screen time, dude. There's like literal just shots of just her, like, just looking like this against the wall, and she just has this like stone, like she's stoned, dude.
Never forget who you're fighting for.
I don't know what the
We'll
fuck
be
they're
coming in
thinking,
30
but
seconds. Stay strong.
she's like a central character because she's like Harrison Ford's
Just
like
the
helper,
first time we went after
and she's
Hydra.
like all, she's like kind of
Whatever happens, we'll still
getting
be
after Falcon, fucking, what is his name? What is his character's name?
The battle starts in 5,
I would just call him Falcon.
3,
Fucking.
2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Holy shit, dude! I can't remember his name. He's been smoking too much.
I'll be shipshape in no time. Stand down.
Holy shit, dude! I'm really blanking. This is real time. I'm not gonna cut this out. fuck.
I never stay
Now I gotta
down.
look this shit up. And I totally lost track of what I was talking about. Oh, Sam, right?
Dude, what is this stage?
Sam, whatever the fuck.
Oh no. Is that like a clip? Is she in the stands too?
I'll be shipshape in no time.
Sam Wilson. Fuck. Okay. That just shows how, like, he gives a fuck. He's always just Falcon. I miss the old looking Falcon with the fucking headpiece, like a tiara, and the red and white, and he had like a real bird. Why don't they do that shit, dude? At least he uses the red bird a lot. I appreciate it. But yeah, so anyway, he has this, like, Harrison Ford has this DEI aide, and she's like criticizing Sam for like speaking out of turn to the fucking, she's like a house ninja. I like the part where Harrison Ford's like, "You're no Steve Rogers." I thought they said they cut that out of the movie, or it was just in the trailers. But anyway, she's like overly defensive of, you know, the president because that's her boss, you know, or whatever the fuck. And then later on, when he turns, she, you know, Hulk, Red Hulk, she like fucking turns on him, dude, and starts trying to shoot him. She's like the first one to turn on him. I was like, damn, it's like that. What the fuck? Can't trust this bitch. Oh yeah, another racial part is like I said, Thunderbolt tells him, "You're no Steve Rogers," and then he calls him son. And Sam Wills is like, "What the? What he called me?" You know, he did one of those. And it's like, oh man, grown.
Live to fight another
Oh, and also when Isaiah tried to assassinate Thunderbolt,
Against the world!
assassinate. It's like these white cops that arrest him at the end.
Take this.
Oh yeah, I also forgot.
We're outnumbered.
Part of the reason that they're invited to see the president is doing a presentation about the celestial from Eternal. But basically, it has adamantium in it, and so all the countries and shit are like after it. But like, it's been like what they say it in the movie. It's like 4 or 5 years since that happened or some shit. Like, if it was real, like everyone would be like fighting for that shit like right away, dude. But I did think it was cool that like the government's the first people to have the adamantium, you know. They're getting it ready for
Anyone willing to help?
James Howlett. Yeah, then also people have mentioned the fucking Israeli Golem character chick, like what the fuck, dude. She does look really small compared to everyone else. I know they said she like beat cancer or some shit, and that's why. That's why it's stunted her growth. I guess. But, I don't know. That doesn't mean she has any business being an actress. But I mean, to be fair, like I guess if she's in close up, it's fine. She's not really. Like, she's not the worst part of the movie, so I guess there's that going for her. Oh yeah, like I was saying with the DEI girl and Sam, she's like, don't be that guy. She tells him, fucking lecturing Sam. And he's such a pussy. He takes it. Like he's just. Oh, and then he's always talking about how like he's struggling with taking the serum because I guess he didn't take it before because he thought it was like it made him
No worries. I've got your back.
better or more legit to not give in and take the serum. So, and I was watching this on YouTube too, Mahler
Enemy
from
located.
Critical Drinker and shit. He has a live stream, and they were mentioning that too about how like the way they're framing it, it's like Steve was like, in like taking the serum, you know, and they're trying to say like in the movie they're trying to say how like 'cause later on Bucky shows up and he's like, you took the serum, and I got it, but like he didn't choose to take the serum. They fucking turned him into a fucking weapon, lethal weapon. So it's just leave that shit out. Leave out that important piece of content. Oh, I wrote the DEI girl. I wrote she looks like Dave Chappelle's sister. Oh, I wrote Ford mad. I think it was a good role for Harrison Ford because he gets to be like, he gets to have moments where he's like getting pissed. And he actually like kind of plays it subtly at first, and then obviously it like gets more pronounced later on. But I thought he did some decent work for being an old dude, you know. He doesn't give a fuck. So yeah, at a certain point, like Sam and Mexican Sam. Oh yeah, okay, Mexican Sam, Mexican talking. Another part I forgot to talk about. Yeah, because I think I already skipped it in my notes.
Supernova!
So yeah, Giancarlo Esposito. I think they added him. Yeah, but they definitely added that sequence where. There's a sequence where he's like, it's in the trailer too, where he's like trying to shoot Sam, like he's like in a weird like suburban neighborhood or some shit. I forgot how they got there, but it's basically like a little shootout where he's shooting at Sam, and Sam's just like ducking and shit. And then at one part, like Esposito's like standing in front of a car, and like Sam just like comes out of nowhere and like drop kicks his ass into the fucking front windshield. I was like, damn. It looked funny, kind of. People were pointing out too that like this old guy is like the only person that Sam is capable of beating his ass. But even then he fucks up because after that he still gets away. And he like chases Sam into like a junkyard. He's about to shoot him and shit. And Sam does some like MacGyver shit, some battery acid or whatever it lights it. And that's how he gets away. But Esposito doesn't die. He's like, he shows up later. Like he ends up like having a scene with Sam later
The
on
right heroes could make all the
after he's
difference.
arrested.
Freedom's an idea that will never die.
And I think they're like sharing information. I forget, but like it's funny because the scene ends with Esposito like staring into the camera. Obviously, like what's his face wasn't there that day. He's it's just by himself, and he's like, "Next time I see you, you will be dead, or I will kill you," or whatever the fuck. It's just some generic ass like, "I will get you next time" line. I'm like, wow, a lot of effort into the script. Oh yeah, but then like I was saying, so at a certain point, like Sam and his homie have
Never
like
forget
a little
who you're
mobile
fighting.
base,
We're recovering in 30 seconds.
and there's like one soldier that they're like
With them.
kind of
We're gonna
liaisoning
need
with,
your sharpshooting,
and
Clint.
he's got this like crazy ass like square jaw dude. Like I'm pretty sure that's why he got casted, but it's like very pronounced, interesting. But he like helps them find
Battle starts in 5, 4,
where the
3,
leader is hiding
2, 1.
because
You have to stop
oh,
them
because
from
they keep
securing the mission
people
area.
keep getting like brainwashed and by the music and shit, and they follow their clues, I guess. And then yeah, they like sneak into this underground bunker and shit. And that's where Samuel Stearns is hiding. Fucking
I'm hurt.
what is that dude's name? I always remember him from Oh Brother Where Art Thou. He's like a Targamino. That guy's good. But yeah, people are pissed because they fucked up his look. He doesn't look like the comics because he doesn't have, the big head and shit. Honestly, like, I kind of wish he was more green, but in a way, like, it is kind of a weird design. Like, his brains are, like, on the outside, I don't know. I don't really mind it, in a way. And also, it leaves room for, like, you can maybe get more Gamma and shit, and then they'll do the real big head leader or whatever the fuck with the goatee and shit.
That's the boost I needed.
But yeah, I think I wrote too, like, why is this all in here when there's no Hulk? It's fucking stupid. Oh, so I will say, I reviewed that movie, The Incredible Hulk, 2008, a couple years ago. And it was actually kind of nice, like, this movie's basically a sequel to that movie. And it was kind of cool to, like, imagine that, like, none of the shit between Incredible Hulk and this movie ever happened. Or at least most of it, So it's kind of nice in that respect that it was a sequel to
That's the boost I
when
needed.
the MCU was bright and full of optimism.
We need to stop that vehicle interference.
And then yeah, way later there's like kind of an action sequence on like a battleship. Oh, because they're trying to go towards where the adamantium is out in the
Stop that
ocean and shit.
vehicle.
And Falcon and the other dude have to stop some brainwashed Japanese fighters or whatever from blowing them up. But it was okay. It was cool seeing.
Double KO.
They're like shooting missiles at Harrison Ford, and he's like, shoot the fuck in. Whatever. Interceptor missiles. And they'll tank. But through that, he's like kind of getting like agitated and shit. And he has a scene with Sam where he flips and he reveals that like he has to come clean about Stearns, and he says how like he almost died, and he like what did he want, like he wanted his daughter to talk to him again or whatever the fuck. I guess by using the leader to like show him the probabilities of like becoming Secretary of State like he was in Civil War, or like
Bucky,
become
thought you take
general,
me on as a real captain.
become president eventually. Like I forget why, other than he was dying, that he wanted to use the leader, but whatever. Anyway. Anyway, yeah, that's when he finds out that Ross is shady.
It's the grand finale. He stopped them in their tracks.
Oh yeah, I forgot when they go into that underground bunker to confront Stearns.
Disappear.
They're like talking and shit, and the way he gets out of it, he's got like some kind of like tractor beam or some shit that's like in the middle of his lab and shit, and it like stops them from attacking. Oh yeah, and before that, when they're like trying to intercept all the rockets and shit, like the Mexican Falcon gets fucked up. And the rest of the movie gets to the end. So it's supposed to be like, I guess it's supposed to like give him PTSD from his original wingman dying or whatever that dude's name was. Fucking what was Chris Redfield's guy? Piers? That's his Piers, dude. Well then yeah, like I said, Bucky has a cameo when Sam is like looking at his friend in the hospital. And he looks weird. His hair is always like different in every movie, Winter Soldier, and it always looks stupid for the most part. Most of them look stupid, except for like in the early ones when he can like wear a mask. He looks menacing. But apparently he's like trying to be a congressman. So like, how does that? Is he still doing missions while doing politics? 'Cause, like, or is Thunderbolts like a prequel? Yeah, it sounds stupid. And like the scene they have, I guess, is he gives him like an inspirational speech, and then Sam jokes that like, "Oh, did you write that?" Or whatever. And then the one fucking Israeli chick like is like hitting, like objectifying fucking Winter Soldier. She like wants to fucking. How is this okay? Oh yeah, so eventually like the leader gets away, right, and then he kills that square-jawed liaison for Sam. So like, because he was tracking these pills that Harrison Ford's been taking because they have gamma on it or whatever the fuck. And leader Stearns, he does look kind of creepy, I guess, when he's like,
What do I do for an envoy?
looks like the Unabomber or some shit when he's out and about. And eventually he catches up to Sam. And it reminded me of that scene, not as good, but it reminded me of the scene in Blade where Blade confronts Frost in that part. Right?
Down to 30 seconds.
Damn, Eric. But he says like, basically says like he has to turn himself in order to really get what he wants, which is to like show Ross for what he really is. And then it cuts to like the beginning of the finale where like he's in the Oval Office and he gets a phone call from Betty, fucking Liv Tyler. Oh yeah, you see like pictures in the Oval Office of like young, super hot like Empire Records Liv Tyler. And they have a conversation where he's like he wants to visit
3.
or take a walk under the cherry blossom.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
That always reminds me of Metal Gear Solid 4. So yeah, the thing about the conversation, so at the end she's like, yeah, that'd be great. But she doesn't say like, she says it in a way that makes you believe that she doesn't live very far. And the reason I say that, because it ties into why the ending sucks. Because, like, I'll talk about the fight part, but like the resolution to the fight is Sam's power, his true power, giving fucking speeches and like dressing down, you know, politicians and giving them, you know, like I said, long as boring speeches. But that's what calms Harrison Ford down. It makes no sense. Why wouldn't it be Betty like coming in at the end to like calm him down? It's so obvious, and like maybe they just think that like maybe they think obvious is bad. I don't know. People that write this shit are fucking idiots, and they're just like they just don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
I never stayed down.
So you know, you can't really get too pissed because like you know most of this shit is gonna be bad. But like I think because of this movie like being so criticized and like to me I'm trying to do the flip and be like, nah, I'm gonna like I wanted to see if this movie's actually good, you know, it's not just people talking shit for no reason. But because like even in the trailers, I don't think the trailers look that bad. And like I said, anything with Hulk is cool. And like honestly, yeah, Red Hulk is like the whole reason you would even sit through all this bullshit is just to see the end. I think it's pretty neat. But yeah, so after he has that phone call, he has like a press conference with the media. And they do the thing in movies where like they have recordings. It's like the Batman Returns scene where he's like like playing Penguin's audio clip of him saying,
You think I'm too old for this?
I played the stinking city like a hawk from hell. And so that's basically what happens. They have like recordings of him. But the journalists were already getting like uppity and shit, asking him fucking questions. And he's like, you know, he's like getting agitated and shit. But yeah, like I said, as soon as the recording starts playing, the fucking his DEI helper, his main chick, his side chick, she like turns on him and wants to like, I don't know, what is she gonna arrest him or some shit? And then he starts, I'm hulking out. Fucking Rivals. Are they gonna charge for a red skin in Marvel Rivals? Dude, that would be fucked up. $25 for red. That'll be the Angry Joe. But yeah, they fucking poke at him and then he fucking turns into a Red Hulk. It's pretty fucking badass. Yeah, she starts shooting and shit. She's the first one to shoot us in the back. But yeah, then like right before he can like attack the journals and shit, Captain America pops out.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Yeah, he's got that bullshit suit, dude. Like the wings. Every time Hulk tries to like punch him or fucking put him in a bear hug, he just puts the wings down and they turn purple, which means they're absorbing shit, I guess. And he literally like can't do shit.
Freedom doesn't
Like at one point he's like fucking punching him into the ground and it just turns purple and it's like, wow. Really awesome.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
coming through. Which yielded
But
us
yeah, it's cool. You
the
see
man
like
out of time
Hulk
and
does
a
the clap,
cyborg assassin.
and then he fucking jumps. I guess it's the White House,
But
right?
as
He
long
jumps
as
on
we've
top.
still got a little Brooklyn inside
he,
of us,
like,
Buck, I have
He
a
has this
feeling
big
we'll
ass
be just
pole,
fine.
and he's like about to swing it. And it doesn't make sense because like he's swinging this
The
thing,
battle starts in 5,
and then
4,
Sam like
3,
grabs
2,
it and uses the wings to
all
like
you need to do is
thrust
capture the mission
to
area.
match the
Got it?
strength, but like there's no way you could have timed. It wouldn't have, physics wouldn't have worked that way. Like his arms would have fucking exploded before he had a chance to like grip it and push forward with his wings, his jetpack wing.
I don't think that's the welcoming committee.
So that makes sense.
Armed and
But yeah, it's cool. Then he flies away and like Red Hulk like jumps off the top of the roof of the White House or whatever, and it like makes the fucking White House explode. It's pretty sick.
I'll be ship-shaping.
And I mean, it's cool. Like he gets like
You sure you don't have it?
big air.
Capture the mission area.
So all that shit was cool to see.
Ready to help.
And then yeah, it goes to like the second half of the fight, which this feels like it was added in.
Pulse charge.
I would say like I imagine the original cut of this movie was probably like, instead of a 5 out of a 10, it was probably more of like a 3 out of a 10. You know? So I think they managed to dull it up a couple. But yeah, they basically fight in like a little street section with the cherry blossom. And like Red Hulk like runs at Cap, and I think they showed in the trailer where he like flips over and cuts his back and shit. Yeah, like I said, at a
Your
certain
team's
point, he
capture
like
progress has passed
gets
the
on top
halfway
of him.
point.
But he like, I think he finally uses the reflection, energy reflection, or whatever the fuck he does. But then at a certain point, he like rips off one of them. Oh yeah, some people were saying that like, he grabs him, I think, after he has the wing, and then like Sam throws the fucking shield at like some trees to make it bounce and hit him. But people were like, why didn't the trees break? But yeah, because they weren't the big trees that they had in like Falcon and Winter Soldier when he was practicing and shit. They look like they would have broke. So whatever. They just said it is Spider-Man. Anyway, yeah, so like when he fucking grabs Sam's helmet. Cracking and shit. So he doesn't have more powers.
Control lost.
His power is that he has like borrowed technology. But he doesn't have any more borrowed technology. He just talks to fucking Harrison Ford and reasons with him. And then that was it. And then you don't even see him like change back. It's not like it's done in like shadow or whatever. So yeah, it was pretty lame. That part really just ruined the whole movie, honestly. So I think if someone wanted to say it was like a 4, I would argue. But
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
I think Harrison Ford's somewhat worth it in Red Hulk. the little cool like 5 minutes or less that you get where he's doing badass. And then yeah, later on they show Harrison Ford is locked up in the Rat. And Sam bringing out little Tyler. But why would you use it there, dude? Like I said, like she should have been the one to talk about. It's so fucking. This shit is so simple. I don't know. And then it ends with him in the hospital with his friend, and they have a lame scene where they try to people have said the final ending scene with Stearns, and he's like, my probability is that you will have to defend this world against the others. So yeah, that's like the laziest shit, dude. Why did they even bother to do anything? It's like they spent so much money on this movie, but like also it just feels very lazy as well.
Cap, Tony,
And
how many
like,
more times do we have to
I
save
don't know,
the world?
man.
Until it doesn't
It baffles
need
me.
saving anymore. Don't bother
How,
trying to
like-
make people care. Show them what matters to you.
Just like uninspired, like I said.
Well, like backtracking. That
How
would be
low effort a lot of this shit comes out.
4, 3,
Oh,
2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Typical Hydra.
Yggdrasil be praised. What an epic gathering across realms it brought.
This nightmare has Zola's fingerprints all over it.
I don't think that's what's gonna be ready. Piece of cake.
I am
Let's dance.
Careful, Namor's called in friends.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Stand down!
Mission area is yours. Psionic burst. Flying victory.
More stunts on
We
this
have
track.
earned a response.
This is real firepower!
Coming through. Off the armor, fellas.
Armed and dangerous! Again! Assemble!
Control lost.
Pulse charge.
That's the boost.
Maximum!
Justice always prevails.
Double KO.
All right.
Wakanda
Don't
answers
rush
the
in.
I'm doing this my way. I am Asgard's might.
Assemble!
Control seized. Us against the world.
Dance!
Disappear! You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Hostile forces incoming. Can't beat battlefield medicine.
Control lost.
What on earth is Namor done now? That's the boost I needed.
Control seized.
These come in real handy.
That's a real soldier.
This is real firepower!
Double KO.
You're not thinking straight.
The area is almost yours.
That's the boost I needed.
Pulse charge. Fire. Let's
Spartans, try harder. Spin it down! What on earth has Namor done now? Armed and dangerous!
That was sick, dude. Stupid bitch. Fuck yeah. The true captain. He thought he was better than
Another epic victory. Big win.
Captain America. Oh, nah. I just died a lot. But he can do that though.